Good afternoon and welcome to episode 4 of my daily Courier vlogs. Hope everybody is well. Today is Wednesday the 25th of June. Pretty average day today, to be honest, but yeah, I'll come back to that. I was going to talk about CX. Now, two things I do know about CX. One is the CX was a lot better in previous years. I think, like so many bits of transport, whether it be couriers, taxis, the market has changed, and perhaps there were a lot better days a few years ago. I think that's a certainty. The other thing I know is if you took 20 courier drivers and asked them for opinion on the CX, you're going to get 20 different answers, and it very much works. Some works for some people, doesn't work for others in terms of work and in terms of price. For me, it works. When I first joined the CX in November 2023, as I've mentioned in previous vlogs, I had left my job in football and decided to do courier. And also at that time, my wife and I decided that we were going to move. We were living on the borders of Essex and East London at the time, and as it was November, it's probably not the best time of year to plan a move, so we put that off into the new year of 2024. Now, starting on the CX was then going to be my only real way of work. There was no point going out trying to get my own customers, building up a relationship with potentially new customers, and then 6-8 months down the line saying, sorry, move now, I'm 2 hours and 60 miles away, won't be able to do your work anymore. So I thought the CX was definitely going to be the way to go. And when we did finally move in late spring of 2024, it just made sense to carry it on. I don't really want my own customers. I don't really want my day interrupted, having to sort out maybe a 1 or 2 extra vans for the following day, trying to sort subcontractors. And CX does everything for me. It gives me work all around the country. It does the invoicing for me. And the other thing which a lot of people talk about is the cost. Now for me, I think most people do, we work our business expenses out on a set amount of days or weeks per year. For me, I only work Monday to Friday, 5 days, and I base everything on 46 weeks. Got my 2-week summer holiday, my week at Christmas, and then I've got another 15 days, 3 weeks for odds and sods. So 230 days a year. The CX is now what, 1800, 1900, so it works out at less than £10 a day. Now I think personally, for me, because I rely on it, that is good value for money. As I said earlier, that will get me all the work I want and do my invoicing. I fully understand that if you've got all your own customers and you're perhaps looking for the odd backload, maybe every day or maybe 2 or 3 days a week, it might seem a lot of money. But even so, at less than £10 a day, I don't think it's a bad deal. My opinion, and as I say, everybody will have a different opinion. Anyway, on to today for Wednesday. So I never found a job last night to start the day off. Not unusual, that does happen. So this morning, I'm up as usual early, dropped the wife off at the station, and I went back home. Started looking from about 7 o'clock and found nothing, and then about 8 o'clock I make my way out to the outskirts of Colchester and sat there. Now I actually sat, get myself a coffee. I sat there for 2 hours. It was just after 10 o'clock when I finally got a job from Felixstowe going to Northampton. That was 120 miles. And obviously by then I'm starting to think I need to get a job, so you're going to drop your prices a little bit, and I did that for 120, so that's pure £1 a mile. Could be better, maybe at other times earlier in the year I probably would have got less of that, but I was happy with that. It was a straightforward pickup, 1 pallet, forked on and forked off at the other end. So I picked that up round about I think it was just after 10:30, about 11:15. And I was empty in Northampton. I think it was around about 12:30. Didn't make a note now, to be honest. Got myself some lunch, had a sit, had a look. Nothing coming up again, which is slightly worrying because I think probably Northampton's a good area, but They was either going into central London, which I didn't really want to do late in the day. It makes it a 3-hour journey home. And London is a bit of a nightmare. Perhaps I'll talk about London in more detail on another day. So I made my way, like the other day, made my way back down the M1, and just as I got onto the M25, a job came up from St Albans, which was the next junction along, and that's going to Dunmow in Essex, which is on my way home. I would have been going up the M11 and across the A120 anyway. So perfect. I think it was about 43 miles. It was a long wheelbase job, but it was basically just one long piece that was 2.5 metres long. Anyway, quoted £60 for that, and I got it. So that's okay. Made the day out at 180, which I'm happy with. Anything 175 to 200, I'm happy with that. That meets my target. And as I've mentioned before, I'm not chasing money. I'm not like some people. I don't have a mortgage, no pension. So for me, that's an okay day. At the time of doing this, at 10 to 6, I don't have a job for tomorrow, but I'll have a look later on and see what we come up with. Anyway, hope everyone's well. Thank you for watching. And again, always, if you've got any comments, any inquiries, please leave, and I'll try and get back to you as soon as I possibly can. All the best. Have a great evening. Thank you. Paul.